I can't believe you, BioWare. Or whoever the fuck made Dragon Age Inquisition. You really fucked it up. Good job. Thanks for that. I didn't want a good RPG last year, you know? Now, hold on. Before I do that, let me go ahead and do my little intro here. This is Tony Redgrave signing on for a rant about Dragon Age Inquisition. It was voted Game of the Year last year. If you read Game Informer or you've been on their website, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, let me fill you in. Dragon Age Inquisition, supposed to be the third installment of such a badass series. Well, we got a pile of shit. Now, I know there's going to be some of you on the Xbox One and PS4 and high-end PCs that are going to be like, Tony, it's a good game. Was it? Really? Is this what we were expecting from Dragon Age? I mean, the first game was a good game. That was the best by far. Still. The second game was better than this one. Come on now. Now, sure, the second game was short. Its story kind of slacked off. But it was better than this one. By far higher standards. For instance, the graphics in Dragon Age 2 were better than Inquisition's on the Xbox 360, which is what I play on. Are you shitting me? In the Game Informer that it came out in, it's been in several, but in one of them in particular, they said to be slightly less inclined or something. Or that it basically would be as good as the Xbox One or PS4 because it can't process it enough, it doesn't have the power to, which is understandable. But I mean, shit. What you gave us is garbage. For us people who haven't been able to afford or haven't made the jump to the new generation of consoles. Not only that, this is what affects everybody here. Your open world hubs, for one, you only got one of them. Just one. I know it looks like two, but it's one. You've got the hinterlands. That's your biggest open world hub. And you got that desert. And both of those places suck way too much to even enjoy. Not only that, if you take Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 1, if you take not the hinterlands itself, but Redcliffe, and you put them together, they're nowhere near each other. Not only that, the layout doesn't match. I mean, seriously, I can't show you it because I'm doing this off of an iPhone 4. Oh god. My voice just sounded horrible right there. I'm doing this off an iPhone 4, but damn it, man, come on. Seriously? I mean, this is almost as bad as the second and third and first Hunger Games movies. I'll do a review on this in a minute, but because I have to. Otherwise, check my Facebook page. Anyway, it's not just the places that you had mapped out. Good job with your cartographers, by the way. Shame on you. But it's everything. The story, for one, hardly makes sense. You don't even really feel like you're involved, except for the occasional time where my character, who was a Kudari, was like, oh, you must be one of those Oxman mercenaries that Liliana hired. Are you shitting me? Really? I mean, there's hardly any racial benefits to it. I mean, I think it's plus 25% physical resistance. Might not even be that. I mean, clearly they were trying to gear you towards playing as a human character, which you do in the second game. Even though they give you the options. Because at least if you're a human character, you start off with an extra skill point. The other three, you get like a minor resistance to something. which in a way, when you think about it, is a racial bias. Very loosely a racial bias. Not only that, just the character creator in general was bad. I mean, I don't know if you need a current gen console or a PC or whatever, but you can't put scars on your character on Xbox 360. I don't know if it was an update. I don't even have the game anymore. But I have played it to completion and I regret it. I spent hours upon hours in it. That's the only good thing. But even then, that's not good because those hours weren't enjoyable. This was clearly meant for something else, but not Dragon Age. And I do have a few other problems. All the resources to upgrade your castle, first off, there's not that many. Second off, they're hard as shit to find unless you know where they are already. I mean, I was able to upgrade maybe 2 spots in my castle, or my version of Skyhold as it's called. But otherwise, don't expect to be upgrading all 3. Not only that, the upgrades don't even do much. For the garden, I couldn't tell the difference. For the medical / training area, depending on what you decide to make it, it's just really a slight building change. Otherwise, the castle looks like shit the entire time. It always looks like it's under construction. Even later on in the game, there will be areas where it's like, you missed a spot. This big ass hole in the wall over here. You missed it. Seriously? Let me breathe for a minute. Anyway, though, it's not only that, it's also some of the characters, especially some of the older ones, like Cullen and Liliana and Morgan from the original Dragon Age. They all seem stiff. They seem completely different than they used to be. And I get it, they've been through some shit, but still, really? I mean, Morgan before, yeah, she was a stuck-up bitch, but at least people liked her. I mean, really? I just hated her now in this one. I mean, she's just like, really? Why am I even talking to you? Why are you here? And they try to make it like she's a party member by having her as a 5th member of your combat team in one of the later missions in the game. Which also is too big for what it is. That's what she said. Insert lame joke there, yes. But not only that, there's still plenty of other problems. From game crashes left and right on the old generation consoles, to just the graphics of the characters again. With most of the characters, when you seal a rift, your arm, especially as a Kunari, your character's left arm goes into their body and shakes around. You can't see it, but it shakes around like this before finally straightening itself out again. Really? You couldn't fix that up? I mean, I don't know if that's on current gen or not, but damn, if it is, why haven't more people complained about it? Anyway, though, a few other points of interest. Other points of interest is, well, the points of interest in the game. The astrariums, or whatever the hell they're called, the things that let you connect the dots with the stars. It's a great idea, but there's really not much reward for it. What you do is you not only connect the dots, you do this in several spots on a map. Maybe 2 or 3 depending on which map. And it leads you to some old Tevinter treasure. Only that Tevinter treasure is usually not up to specs with your current gear. Why? You think he'd have like a legendary piece of loot in it. Now maybe there is one that has it, but I didn't find it. There's a few other little side quests that they have, like herb gathering, which, oh my god, is the biggest annoyance that I've had in the game so far. I mean, really? Not only that, most of the stuff that you need is gonna have to be gathered. Plus the huge limit on the potions you can carry. I mean, you can only carry, I think it's like 3 at the start, maybe 5. You can get it upgraded so you can carry so many, but even then, really? I mean, is it just for the challenge? Because I'm not seeing it as a challenge, I'm seeing it as an annoyance. Not only that, all of your characters share from the same pool of potions, which is understandable, but damn. If you're gonna have this few potions, you should have had it where each character had their own set of potions. This way you don't have all your characters, especially the ones you don't control. Because to be honest, you're gonna want to play as your character when you first start out, but later on as you go on, you're not gonna want to. Because all the other characters have more personality and they're more fun, but again, beside the point, I'm getting sidetracked. You're really gonna want to separate it, at least. Or if not that, give us a way to purchase potions. Which was another problem. You have to craft your potions. Really? You mean not one merchant out there in the world, especially the ones that you get to go to this certain place in the hinterlands. There was one in particular where she's like, oh, I don't want to help the humans because they keep insulting me. And Solus says something awesome to her, and she ends up going to help him. But really, you just don't want to throw us a free potion or something? No? Oh, no. Wait, no? Alright. Fine. I didn't want a potion anyway. Not only that, all the other potions and even the grenades, I never found myself using any of them. Because they're not needed. Mana restores over time, so for your mage characters, that's not a problem. But just wow. I mean, to give it a long story short, because I could go on for hours with this. If I were to give it a rating, I would say, and this is being generous, 3 out of 10. That's not even counting the multiplayer, which from what I've seen is not good either. As a matter of fact, the game is so bad that the multiplayer is the best part, and the multiplayer is horrible. You got 3 maps and 3 characters. And if you don't have 2 other people who know what the hell they're doing, you're not getting anything from it. But yeah, 3 out of 10. 3 out of... This is a 5, but just pretend I showed you 2 hands. For 10. Anyway though, this is Tony Redgrave signing off, and hope you have a wonderful day.